Hey, my name is Phil from legitmarketingreviews.com. In today's video, we're going to be directly comparing System.io versus Kajabi. Now, both of these platforms are all-in-one marketing platforms, so they do have a lot of similar features. However, there is a massive difference when it comes to price point, as well as the look and feel of the actual experience. So we're going to be going through that today. Now, just before I do get started, if you are going to be joining one of these platforms, I've also left a link in the description, and if you use that link, it's also going to be helping support this channel. Okay, so throughout this video, we're going to start by comparing website listed features, just so you know exactly what the platforms offer. We're then going to go through pricing comparison, and then I'm going to go behind the screen and actually compare the features of these tools side by side so you know exactly what you're in for. So what I'm going to do right now is jump behind the screen and get started. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start on the System.io website and the Kajabi website. Now, what I'm going to be doing is just having these side by side so we can flick back and forth to compare the features directly. Hopefully it looks good on screen. So what we're going to first start with is features. So if I come to the features page on System, scroll down just a little bit here, and then come to Kajabi and drop down this little box here, we should be able to see both like we have here. Now let me just run through the different features, right? So it's interesting how they've worded things just to let you know. It looks like Kajabi offers loads of things when really it's a lot of different features condensed and sort of spread out. So on System, we've got sales funnels, email marketing, where we can build websites and add in blogs. We can also create evergreen webinars, have business automation. We've also got affiliate program management. You can be an affiliate for System, as well as you can have affiliate programs for your own products. You can build courses, and then finally you can sell different physical and digital products. So it's all pretty good. It's a nice little package. And if we look at Kajabi, you can also have courses, you can host memberships, you can even create your own podcast, which is pretty cool. You've got websites, email, pipelines, which is basically sales funnels, and it's also got a mobile app as well as email marketing. So a lot of the tools are exactly the same. You do get podcasts with Kajabi, and you also do have the ability to run your own evergreen webinars with System and sell physical products. So they both have their benefits. It's interesting how they've laid out all of these things like pages, payments. I mean, majority of online courses or sales funnel software would have those anyway. So I don't know why they've relisted them. And the communities I thought would be like a full-blown forum, but actually it's just comments and courses. So it's interesting how they've listed it there. Regardless, they're both good tools. They both pretty much do the same thing. Of course, you get webinars with System, you get podcast with Kajabi. So let's quickly look at the pricing differences. This is where things start to get pretty interesting. So first of all, with System, we've got monthly and yearly, same thing as with Kajabi. We'll just do monthly to keep things nice and simple. So for the free plan of System, you don't have to actually enter in your credit card or anything like that, but you can have 3 sales funnels up to 2,000 contacts. And you can also host your own course, which is extremely generous for a free membership. Plus, you also get to run your own affiliate program, which is unheard of for sales funnel software. So that's amazing. Now, as you go up, of course, you're going to get increased limits, more contacts, more sales funnels, more everything. So it's pretty straightforward how it works. Now, at the bottom, there's a little bit extra I should tell you about. So they have what's called the free migration. And free migration basically means is if you are currently using another platform, if it's WordPress, even if it's Kajabi, no matter what platform it is, they'll actually move your entire business onto System. Now, at the moment on monthly, you can only get it on the enterprise plan, $97 a month. However, a little sneaky tip here, if you go to the 12-month yearly plan, right, you can actually get it just on the startup, which is $228 a year, which is like what, just over or just under $20 per month, which is pretty ridiculous. So just letting you know, if you want to save yourself some time and you're thinking about going to System, free migration on the yearly plan of startup. It's very cool to have that indeed. So let's have a look what we've got in Kajabi in terms of pricing. So we've got 4 plans. As you can see, they've just introduced the new Kickstart plan, only $69 a month. So what you can get inside of here is 1 product, 1 pipeline, which is a sales funnel. You can have 5K emails, 1,000 contacts. So 5K marketing emails means 5,000 emails sent per month. With System, it's unlimited, so just keep that in mind. 1,000 contacts, even on the free plan of System, you get 2. You can only have 250 members, students in your membership. I don't know if they have a, yep, there's unlimited for system once again. One website and one admin user, and you're same thing here as well. And then as you go up, of course, it gets more expensive. So if you wanted, more, you'd pay more. The interesting thing is the higher you go with Kajabi, the more features you get. And I've talked about this on the full review I did of Kajabi, which I can link down below. But the growth plan for $199 per month, this is where you can start removing the Kajabi branding, which is added to all website pages, which I thought was kind of strange because, you know, if you're on the basic plan of $149 per month, you'd expect to be able to remove the Kajabi branding, but unfortunately not. So that's something that you have to remember about. If you pay for any plan inside of System, you get to remove the branding. I believe you can even do it on free now, so something to think about. And then also, if you want to be a part of the affiliate program or run your own affiliate program, you'll also have to be on the $199 per month. Once again, System, it's included even on the free plan. So the last point I want to talk about with Kajabi, I've talked about this in my full review that I can link down below, is the ability to send emails from your own domain. So let's just say I wanted to send it from my email address, hello@legitmarketingreviews.com. To do so in System, it's able to in every plan, even the free. However, on Kajabi, you've got to be on the $399 per month plan to be able to send emails from your email address in the email marketing campaigns. So let that sink in for a second. It's pretty strange how they've done this. The reason they're saying it is because you get better deliverability if you use their branded domain. But for me personally, if I see a hello at like y.kajabimail.something and it says it's from me, it's kind of confusing and it just makes it look that little bit less professional. So if you were to use Kajabi and you wanted to use your own domain, you're gonna have to be on the pro plan, $399 per month. So pretty crazy. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now is go ahead, pause the video and log into these two platforms. Okay, so here we are inside of System and here we are inside of Kajabi. Now this is actually the free plan of System. They pretty much give you all of the features inside of it, so it's more than enough to get started instead of showing you my other account, which has got a lot of sensitive information. And this is of course a growth plan inside of Kajabi, so I can actually show you all of the features. So first of all, you'll notice right away the dashboards in both of them are completely different. To be honest, System is a little bit no frills, right? It's very basic. There's nothing really to it. They're actually working on improving this right now, but it is not launched yet. By the time you might watch this video, it could have already been improved, but they're looking to create basically more graphs inside of their dashboard. And as you get leads, they will all be listed inside of here. As you make sales, they'll all be listed inside of here too. So it's very basic, but it's simple to navigate. Inside of Kajabi, we've got a lot of other interesting things happening. You get free live training access. This is all being part of a Kajabi member. You get access to all these random things, but all the real nuts and bolts inside of it is your opt-ins, your comments, your members, and your sales. And it says unable to load because I haven't connected my payment processor. So let's go ahead and look at some of the important things with these two platforms that would actually make a difference in your decision if you were going to choose one. So for me, it would be, first of all, courses. Majority of people, if they are choosing Kajabi, they're going to be trying to sell a course, or if they're choosing System, it might be the same thing. So this is what a course looks like in System. It's got the different modules, and then you've got your different lessons inside. You've also got a little description that you can put in the title, things like that. It's got a little avatar with your information if you want to add it, and we've also got a completed bar. Now, one thing I do like about System is you can actually drop elements inside of the visual page builder. So you can add and say, I wanted to add in a gallery or 5 buttons in here, or I wanted to put in some pictures or something downloadable, anything like that. You can just drag and drop edit it like you would with any normal page. Whereas inside of Kajabi, you've just got a few options. You've got a description, a title. You've also got the type of media you want to add, and then that's pretty much it. So a bit more flexibility here, but I have to admit the Kajabi course dashboard just looks that little bit better. It just looks really fresh and it's really easy to navigate. So if you want functionality, System is better for courses. If you want style, then Kajabi looks better. Okay, next let's look at email marketing functionality. So what I'm going to do is create a new email in both of these platforms. So create a new email. I'm going to call this the YouTube. I'll just call it YouTube T. Send a name, Phil Wilson. Email address, hello@legitmarketingreviews.com. And you've only got two different types of templates to use, right? One with a box with a gray background, or you've got a plain. Now this might be a deal breaker for a lot of people. Maybe you want to have a lot of options. For me personally, it doesn't matter because I actually just make things plain and send simple text anyway. So I'm going to choose this one and click on create, and it's going to take me to the visual editor. So while that's loading, which it already has, I'm going to go and do the same in Kajabi. So click on new email campaign. I'm just going to do a broadcast for this particular one. And now we've got a few templates. So if we scroll down, you can see we've probably got 15 or so templates, I believe, for Kajabi. But what you want to do is just scroll down, see which sort of outline works best for you, and go ahead and choose that. So for this one, I'm just going to choose this one here. This looks pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead, go get started. And for the title for this, it's the YouTube T. All right, so go ahead, click on create, and this is going to load. Now this is going to have another section before we get to the visual builder. It's going to ask for your recipients. It's then going to say, here's all the information for it. And then you can go ahead and launch the email editor. So now let's compare the visual builders in both of these platforms. They're quite similar, but still very different, okay? So if we look on the left, we've got in system, image, text, button, and horizontal line, and we've just got 4 different types of sections that you can use inside of your platform. So it is extremely basic. You can't really go wrong with it. It's all drag and drop, and the good thing about it too is it's a visual editor, so you can edit things live and it looks nice and neat, right? We've also got mobile view down the bottom, so if you want to see what it looks like, you can adjust the settings to suit. But it all looks pretty good, and there's nothing really to it. We've also got settings to change things like the font size and the content width area for different devices if you want to do so. So it's nice and basic. There's not really too much to it. If we come to Kajabi, we've got a few more options. So on the right is our content section. If you want to edit it though, let's say you wanted to edit this text, you've actually got to edit it inside of the box. So it's not really a visual editor, as you can't edit things live, but you can add in elements if you wanted. And let me show you what I mean. This is the little bit confusing part. So if I wanted to say move this video below the heading, I got to drag on this box on the left and then drop it below the text module. So all of these are sections and you can move them freely as you please. So it's not drag and drop, so to speak, but it's pretty close, right? So you can see how it works. Now, if you wanted to add in any features, we've got a lot more than system. We've got text, image, button, logo, video, countdown, social icons, divider, announcement, text, and image, and image and image, and image and text. So these are all good to have. The one interesting thing that confuses me though about the Kajabi editor is if I wanted to edit something, let's just say I wanted to put in a divider between the button and this next section, I can't drag or drop it in as it's not drag and drop. I got to click on it and it's going to add it, but then it's going to be at the bottom here. Then I have to come back, find the divider, which didn't seem to stick. So let me try that again. Divider, added it there. So I click on add once again. Now it's there. Okay, so I click on back and then I have to keep going until it's entered the area. So it's okay. It's not my favorite type of builder. However, I'm sure it's because it can save a lot of issues. It's pretty much just like blocks, so the blocks can't really fail on both responsiveness for desktop and mobile. However, I'm still not a big fan. I like to edit things live, and I like to, change the text and everything here. Regardless, it functions really well and it's nice and clean. So I'm pretty stoked this has got more features than system. But of course, if you've watched any of my videos before, you have known I love drag and drop builders and I love visual editors that you can edit live. So if I wanted to put in something like that, it's easy to change, right? You can edit things nice and quickly. Anyway, so that's email marketing. The builders too are the same for all services. So this is the same builder for funnels, websites, except there's more options. And that goes the same for Kajabi. So let's go ahead, move forward. Next thing we're going to be looking at is sales funnels. So let me load up these two sections here. So let's have a look at system. I'm going to go ahead, click on create. We're given 4 different options. Build an audience, which is going to be simple 2-step funnels like an opt-in and a thank you page. We've also got a sell page, which is going to create checkouts. We've got a custom where you can start from scratch, so it's basically blank. And then finally, we've got run an evergreen webinar. Now this evergreen webinar section will actually give you a page where people can opt in. They're going to be sent emails regarding the webinar that they put in for. And then also there's going to be a live event page. It's not anything like Ever Webinar or Webinar Jam. It's not as complex as that. However, it's very basic and it works really well. I've tried it myself. So if you're wanting to do webinars, that's a really cool option. For this example, we'll keep it nice and simple. So I'm just going to build an audience. And for this example, I'm going to call it the YouTube T. And I'm going to choose my currency, which is USD. It doesn't matter because there's not going to be a checkout page. But I'll go ahead, click on create. And then we're brought to this page that's giving us a lot of different templates that we can use. Coming down, we have probably 20 to 30 different options that we can choose from. We've got everything from simple opt-ins, we've got ebook opt-ins, we've got simple click buttons with pop-up opt-ins, inline opt-ins. We've got loads of different options, right? So there's more than enough for someone to get started. So for this example, what I'm going to do is just choose a nice simple looking landing page, maybe this one here. I'm going to go ahead, click on select and let this load. Now on the right here, just to let you know as well, we've got the opt-in page, and then we've got what's called the thank you page, which is once they've entered in their information, they get redirected here. And then you just once again choose a template that suits you, and then you're pretty much good to go. So I'll just click on this one here and let that load. So now while that is all ready to go, I'll quickly show you how it works in Kajabi. So in Kajabi, you click on new pipeline, and it's going to give you 7 possible options for your funnel. The interesting thing is they don't really offer templates. They just have these simple pages, and then you've got to change everything. So for this example, I'll just put freebie, right? And this is going to give me an opt-in with 1 email and to connect it inside of the pipeline, and then a thank you. So I'll go ahead, click on create and let this load. I'll just leave it as freebie. That's fine. Click on generate. And then in a few moments, it's going to go ahead and build this pipeline for me. And it's pretty cool because they inbuild the emails inside of the pipeline, not like a traditional sales funnel where you have to connect them later. So it's nice to see it all in like a canvas type of style, like so. So here it is. We've got an opt-in page. We've got the email sequence, which is just 1 email. And then we've got the thank you. So if we go to the builder one more time, it's the same builder as the email builder. I'll show you again. It's slightly different in Kajabi. I believe it's on the right this time because the template's on the left. Yeah, so there it is. It's the same exact thing. You can move things around by adding in sections, except this time we've got more options. So we've got different columns of text. We've got different images with videos, feature cards, countdowns, video galleries, offers. So there's loads of different things inside of here. RSS feeds, which is quite interesting. And inside a system, you can see we've got a lot of options as well. We've got audio, video, carousel, content box. We've got our columns. We've got forms, buttons, checkboxes, Facebook comments, Twitter share buttons, surveys, countdowns, raw HTML, FAQs, and everything else in between. Now, apart from that, apart from the features, the builders are exactly the same as they were before. So I'm not going to bother going through it once again. But when you're creating funnels, it's nice to have a lot more, I guess, flexibility in creating. I've built with the system builder a lot and I absolutely love it. The Kajabi one's once again in blocks, so it's harder to mess things up, but it's also a little bit harder to get that sort of personalized functionality. If you just want basic, Kajabi is more than enough. So there's the sales funnel builders, right? So we'll get out of there and move forward. So the next thing we're going to be looking at is websites. Now let me just show you quickly the different types of themes that they both provide. So first of all, system, if you click on create a blog, they base it more like a blog, not so much a sales funnel, because a lot of people have as their web homepages these days as an part of a funnel. So instead they've just created a separate blog, which is, I think, pretty smart. If we come down, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 options and 2 missing for some reason. So it's quite basic. It's a bit of a new feature. These are fresh new designs, I think, within the last 2 months. But it's more than enough to get started. I'm sure you can build it anyway. I've built my system blog using just a funnel and it works really well. However, if we go to the Kajabi website builder, you can go to the theme store, and inside of the theme store, there's 8 different options, and these are full entire websites start to finish. You get multiple pages in each. It's very well laid out, and I have to admit they nailed it with this website design builder. So at the moment I'm using Kim, and let me show you all the pages inside of Kim. Now you only get to create one blog inside of Kajabi. Inside of system, if whatever plan you're on reflects how many you can create. But if we come down, all the pages that have been pre-created are store, about, blog, search, announcements, member directory, contact, blog, library, thank you, home, login 4 and 4, and blog posts. So 15 pages installed with a click of a button. You've just got to go through and edit it. Now, the one thing that's really cool about Kajabi is it's all integrated, right? So every time that you add in a new page, or maybe you add something or change the name of it, it's going to rechange it for everything inside of the platform. It's all integrated. You can't really break it or anything like that. You can also create landing pages too, simply by clicking inside of the landing button. There's not many options, but there's a few to get you going. So I think definitely the Kajabi website builder is much better. You get more options, and it just is a little bit nicer. Once again, the builders are exactly the same, so I'm not going to really go through it. And to be honest, that's pretty much all of the features inside of Kajabi that you really need to see, inside of both these platforms, I should say. The other one that you would probably want inside of Kajabi is podcasts. You can create your own podcast inside of here. I'm not sure how many people would actually do it. However, it looks pretty clean. This is the podcast I created just to have a little play with it. And if I show you what the episode actually looks like, I'll just go ahead and click on it quickly, click on preview, and then you've got your own branded page. And once again, all the menu items and everything are already self-added. So very cool. So what I'm going to do right now, jump behind the screen. I just want to talk about a few extra things, the pros, the cons, and tell you my honest opinion. Okay, so there it is, System.io versus Kajabi. Now, one thing you'll probably notice inside of this video is they both have the same sort of features. Of course, you get podcasts in Kajabi, you get evergreen webinars in System. So it all depends what kind of business that you run. If you are a coaching / course creating platform and you want something very high quality, then maybe Kajabi is your best option. Or maybe you're bootstrapping it, maybe you're just starting out, or maybe you want to have webinars as well, then definitely choose System.io. Now, for me personally, I would choose System.io just because there's that little bit more freedom when it comes to the sales page builder and the sales funnel builder. And I'd like that because I like to be creative, I like to learn, and I like to see how everything is built. Plus, I like to add in custom elements, especially inside of my courses, that Kajabi just doesn't provide. So it all really depends on your own business, and hopefully this video has given you some insight. Now, once again, if you do want to get started with one of these products, I've left some links in the description. And as System is that little bit more bootstrap, I've actually created an entire course which is going to teach you how to get started. I'll leave some information below this video just so you can get up and running nice and quick. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the System.io versus Kajabi video. If you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe. Loads of great comparison videos coming to you soon. That's it from me. See you in the next video.